we'll delete some of the geometries. Okay, now I'll create another geometry over here. Now here one option is there, that is rotation. It is similar to the previous operation that we have to select the object. Now again we have to select the instances, means if you want to just rotate it, I'll strike off the duplicate option. I have selected the object. Now I'll select the origin or the radius. Now I'll have to specify the degree. If I mention it at 45 and click OK, then it would create the object would be created at 45-degree angle. Okay, now undo. Suppose if I want a number of objects rotated along this, so for that purpose I want the object to be duplicated. I want the object to be, suppose I want 6 total objects, so 1 including, I have to mention it 5. Okay, I have selected the object. I have to select the origin. I have to specify the degree. Suppose if total 6 objects are there, 6 objects, then surely there would be a gap of 60 angles between each and every entity. So I'll click OK. Now you can see 6 features. This one was the original one. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 extra features have been created, in which each of them are equally spaced between, means the angle between each of them is 60 degrees. Okay, so this is the rotation command. Okay, delete. Now there is another command over here which is known as the offset command. Suppose now I'll just select this offset or scale command. Okay, scale command. Okay, now duplicate mode. If I strike off this duplicate mode, I'll select the I'll select the entity. I'll select the option. I don't want the duplicate. I'll select the basis or the scaling point from where I have to scale. I'll select this point and I want to specify means how much times we have to scale our model. So I'll select I have to make it twice as its original. So I'll state the value as 2 and I'll press enter. So as you can see, our first object was this much of the size. Now it has doubled its size and the object is this much, and the base point would be like the original base point. Okay, so Control Z. Now if I want to scale the object and keeping this original object intact, so I have to go in duplicate mode. I have to select the base point and I'll specify the scale factor to be 2. Okay, so now what we have got here is a box which is twice the size of this box along x-axis and along y-axis, means the area of the box would be 4 times the area of this box, and both of them have a common base point. Okay, so here in this way we complete our scale feature. So now we'll delete the object. Now we'll study offset command. First I'll just click on the box. Now we have to offset this line by a distance of 10. So I'll just click on it and I'll change the distance to be 10. Suppose I want to offset this line in downward direction by 50. So I have selected the object. I have clicked on it. Now I'll specify a point and I'll just change the dimension to distance to be 50 and I'll click OK. Now you can see the distance has been changed to 50. So in this way you can offset a particular edge to any direction parallel to the plane. Suppose now I can change it to 80. Okay, so here we have completed our transformation sub commands. Okay, now these are the commands which we will be using while working in a 3D model. So as per now, we won't be needing these three sub commands in the operation toolbar. Our primary focus while working in the sketcher would be on these commands. Okay, this would be we'll be using when we start working on the 3D model. Okay, so thank you very much, and for the next better part of the lectures of SketchUp module, we'll be working on constraints, and we'll be looking on these sub bars and toolbars which we had earlier discussed in the introductory lecture series set. Okay, so we'll have a look at it again, and I'll be telling you the details about some of the features which we have left in the introductory lectures. Okay, so thank you once again from me, Shivam Rai from Rai's Academy. Please do not forget to subscribe our channel, that is Rai's Academy Kalyan, and please do leave your comments below. We need it, and we want your support in creating quality lectures, better lectures and fine lectures. Okay, thank you very much.